Who am I? I like to think that I have a solid and comprehensive understanding of who I am. And yet, when faced with the blank canvas of opportunity that this project presents, it becomes vague and challenging to quantify with words. So I'll start with the obvious aspects of who I am, and perhaps a deeper understanding will begin to come clear. So assuming that my observations of the world around me are indeed true and not some sort of strange augmented reality, I know the following to be true. I'm a human. I'm male. I like walking in the forest behind my house. I have hair. I've completed 16 successful trips around the sun. And if I were to stand on a weigh scale on that celestial body, it would read 2,988.7 pounds. Provided that magically somehow it and I didn't instantly evaporate. Evaporate? Really? I have pairs of most of the things that humans are supposed to have pairs of. Okay, so maybe we learned something from that. I like science, I like numbers, I like the outdoors, but these things aren't who I am. Or are they? I think they actually are. Part of what makes me unique are my interests. And I'll go a step further and say that my surroundings are also a reflection of who I am. Here we find an inkjet printer, which has no notable traits beyond being temperamental.
Please note the message on your screen.
But really, I think you would find a similar device in most home offices, so I don't think it says anything about me. On second thought, I didn't buy it at a store. I picked it up at the local dump. And my actions to bring it home were motivated by an attempt to prevent one more piece of good but unwanted tech ending up in the landfill. Which brings me to the next thing. I've deliberately chosen to have a recycling bin instead of a trash can, so that creating any garbage is a nuisance while recycling scrap paper is very easy. I also have a tray that is dedicated to collecting paper that is used on one side but still blank on the other, and therefore can be reused. And I think these things give us two pieces of information about myself. One, I think it's important to protect our environment that we live in. And two, I like efficiency. I also really appreciate organization. I have schedules that dictate every day for the next 3 months. My math notes have a very strict set of formatting rules. And I have an unusually tidy bookshelf. Speaking of books, I think they're fantastic. In fact, I need a new shelving apparatus because my current one is becoming limited spatially. And I think I could carry on like this for quite some time, but we wouldn't really get anywhere. So I'm going to take another step back. I live in a small town in Canada, situated in a valley that contains a strange demographical equilibrium of hippies and rednecks. The internet in our neighborhood is much slower than it would be in a large city, but there's a ski hill 5 minutes from my front door, and I have developed a set of morals that say this is a compromise worth making. I think that who I am is really just the sum of my experiences in life so far. Had I grown up in a large urban center, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. The experiences that I've had in the past shape the way that I will interpret experiences in the future. I am the result of what I've learned from traveling in foreign countries and experiencing other cultures at a young age. I am the result of not growing up on television and video games. I'm Drew Lyle, and until next time, please be kind to each other.